Hi, I'm Nigel from mayamada, here with a storytelling tip from the second of the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, The Dark Knight. Episode 23's tip was about creating the right villain for your hero. What makes this story so good is the villain, and I don't just mean the performance of Heath Ledger as the Joker. I mean that this is the right villain for the protagonist, Batman. And Bruce Wayne, spoiler alert. So first of all, you have two characters that are the binary opposite of each other. Batman is order and Joker is chaos. We have a hero and a villain competing on ideals. This also touches on four-corner opposition to add depth to the story between Bruce Wayne, the Joker, Harvey Dent, and Commissioner Gordon. Four-corner opposition is something I'll talk about in another video, but let's stick with the villains for now. So as well as being binary opposites, you also have an antagonist, or in general forces of antagonism, that are pushing your protagonist into difficult choices. This is how they're going to learn and change over the course of your story. So in The Dark Knight, Bruce is constantly pushed into making difficult decisions based directly on the actions of the Joker. And even though we got that great interrogation scene, it can't just be about conflict, or at least physical conflict. The two must be competing for the same goal. This is something that was spoken by Joker when he talked about the battle for the soul of Gotham. The Joker is a great villain, not just because of his wardrobe or his behaviour throughout the film, it's because he fits so well for this protagonist. Getting this relationship right means you won't always have to go to a grand save the world type plot all the time. The stakes can be relatively small scale but massively meaningful in the context of your story. We see this in The Dark Knight, where it ends trying to save two boats full of people. In a grand scheme of things, this is not a major deal, but it means so much to the soul of Gotham, which is what Batman and Joker are competing against. So here are some things to remember when creating the perfect villain for your hero. Number one, you have to really understand what your story is about. What ideals are you trying to represent in your narrative, and how does your antagonist and protagonist reflect those ideals throughout the story? Number two, your antagonist must continuously push your protagonist into increasingly difficult choices throughout your story. That's the basis of your relationship. That is where the conflict comes from. And number three, always remember that conflict doesn't just mean a physical altercation. We're talking about your story, its themes, and the conflict between antagonist and protagonist within that. A punch doesn't even have to be thrown in the entirety of your story for there to be conflict. And that's your tip for Story X Story episode number 23. Let us know what you think below in the comments, or join our Discord to continue the conversation there. You can also send us an email on this or on any other episode to feedback@mayamada.com. And don't forget to listen and subscribe to the podcast, and also subscribe here on YouTube for more storytelling tips and videos from the mayamada universe. We'll see you next time. Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos we have on the channel. You can also listen to and subscribe to the Story X Story podcast at mayamada.com/StoryXStory. We'll see you soon.